Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video, I want to help you to prepare for the next fusion in Raid Shadow Legends. I think it's fair to say, I've seen a lot of people say it, that the Emic Trunkheart fusion, which I actually messed up because I was really busy and I actually missed one of the events that I didn't mean to miss, wasn't able to finish it. Uh-oh. So yeah, you can trust me to give you good advice, right? But Emic Trunkheart, a lot of people said it was one of the hardest fusions, if not the hardest fusion of all time. It was pretty rough. I was very casual about it because I wasn't actually that hyped about the champions, to be honest. But hey, look, it is what it is. How do we prepare for the next one? What will you need to do? Ignore this up here, right? That's just, I'm reusing a color. This was the old plan, and we'll add the new one in on top of it. But interesting enough, Sun Wukong has come into the game, just to give you some context. So he started here on the 22nd. Actually means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you'll actually get him on the 28th, Monday the 28th. So one day before CVC should kick off. I talked about this before. Is it worthwhile, skipping a day, not locking in for a day to get him during CVC? It's an extra 30,000 points for CVC. Personally, I would say probably not, but it does mean, look, if you do miss a day, if you're going to be really busy and you skip it, you're going to get your legendary, your new guy during CVC. That's actually pretty great. So look, that's something for you to consider. For me personally, I think keeping on getting your clan boss rewards, your daily rewards, keeping that stuff rolling is worth more. But look, just so you are aware. But yeah, look, we're going to have CVC most likely next week, just slightly under a week from now, the 29th and 30th. Probably not going to be personal rewards, but it might be. It might be. You never know at Plarium. And then, presumably, Fusion's going to start soon. So, what do I predict? Well, in terms of the Fusion reveal, I would actually expect to hear about this really soon. I'd expect either to hear about it tomorrow or Friday, honestly, would be roughly speaking when I would expect it. The Emic Fusion has been over. They might push it back to the following week, but I would be inclined to expect it around here. 24th, 25th is what I would expect, seeing as they have already announced the summoning events for this weekend. They've already announced it on Wednesday instead of announcing it on Thursday. Right, I did a video on that earlier. I'm going to guess they're going to be announcing the fusion, and that's going to be the big news for Thursday. And then there'll be short events over the weekend. Sun Wukong arrives for most of us on Monday, some CVC, and then I would be expecting the fusion to begin probably on the 31st of August. I think it's quite likely, possibly the 1st of September. I think that's basically what to expect. So if we move over here, and let me actually delete this, put in a new layer. So yeah, I'd be expecting the fusion to begin probably here on Thursday and to be, well, actually, let's put it at the bottom, carrying through then for basically all of this. And I'd expect it to be looking something like this. So at least, yeah, probably ending on the 17th, it would be my guess. Something like that. So looking quite similar, really, to how August looked, I would say. So yeah, that is what I would expect. Let me put in clan versus clan as well. So obviously we're going to have clan versus clan next week. And then you should have another clan versus clan on the 11th and 12th. And then again, 25th, 26th. My expectation is that this one, well, ooh, interesting. I would definitely expect, because it's the end of the fiscal quarter, right? It's the end of their tax quarter. I would definitely expect this one to be personal rewards. So I'd expect this one maybe not to be. So there's a decent chance. I think either we might have, back-to-back personal rewards in September, or we might not have, or we might have one next. Ooh, I'm gonna bet maybe back-to-back in September. That's my bet. I think they might go pretty hard, but we'll see. Let me know. What do you guys think about that? End of the fiscal quarter, try to get, good profit margins in for Plarium before it ends. What do we think? Yes or no? I'll bet like that. Otherwise, you'd expect the 25th, 26th one to not be, but hey, we shall see. Yeah, this is what we're expecting. Again, Sun Wukong for most people is going to be arriving. I put them on the bloody wrong days, didn't I? Put them in the wrong days. Sun Wukong should be arriving here, and clan versus clan should be Tuesday, Wednesday. I get confused because Sunday is technically the first day of the week, even though it's at the weekend. It's all very confusing. Whoever came up with these English words for things really messed up, didn't they? But yeah, I'm betting this might be a personal reward, and this might be as well. But again, that's pure speculation. So what are we going to have happening? Well, if we jump back to August for a second, I talked about this in the video earlier today. 25th. Let me put it back in here. If we jump back to the August section, it's because it's kind of nuts. The 25th is going to be 2x sacreds. The 26th is going to be 2x voids. And then the 27th is going to be 2x ancients. So every single shard event is going to be happening. What that means is, after the fusion begins, it's usually the way now, is we are almost definitely going to be going straight in with a summon rush event. That will probably be on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of September. Fairly straightforward. The fusion, I think, begins the day before, and then straight in with summon rush. It will also end with a summon rush, but as has been sort of their practice in the last little while, there's a chance. They did it with Great Floriaka, that they included both summon rushes as part of the fusion. You can see I also didn't do this one because it was nonsense and the champion's not really worth it. With Emic Trunkheart, they didn't include the 2nd summon rush here as part of it. They actually did like a bonus summon rush, like here, something like that. That gave you some extra fragments. So it's hard to judge what they will do. Most likely the 2nd summon rush won't be part of it, but you never know. What we would expect, considering that the upcoming weekend is sort of officially 2x sacreds, most likely it's going to be 2x voids in here. It does make it somewhat likely as well. Let me know what you think about this. It does make it somewhat likely, I feel, that we could see a guaranteed void legendary at some point, seeing as we're going to have 2x voids this Saturday. Right now, in game, we have 10x events for Taris, literally the best void legendary in the game, 10x, and Marishka is tomorrow. Void 2x this weekend, Void 2x during a fusion coming up soon. I wouldn't be shocked to see a guaranteed legendary in September. The two, could it be? I say there's 2 new ones, and they're both very interesting, but Shuzhen, you guys left comments saying that you really like her. Very positive reviews from her. Wow, even in game, people really hyped about Shuzhen. Very, very strong speed manipulator. Saw people calling her Arbiter 2.0. Then a champion I did a playtest of and really enjoyed myself was Sulfurion. How is he being reviewed? Again, really good, really great for Hydra. I actually loved him as like an anti-stone skin because of how HB burn sort of counter stone skin nowadays in Arena. Again, check out my video on Sulfurion if you want to see that in action. But they'd be really cooler, you know? They're the 2 newer ones. We've had a 10x on Sulfurion already. Or then Shuzhen has just been added in. You know, you'd expect at least maybe 10x for Shuzhen to show up maybe first and then a guaranteed event. I don't really know exactly what to expect here, but anything could happen, right? Anything could happen. But Void 2x is most likely going to be happening the 8th, 9th, and 10th. How many shards would I recommend for you to have? And also, I've got a little giveaway for you if you've watched the video this far. So here we go. I would be aiming for at least 30 voids for the 2x champion chase. That's the 8th, 9th, and 10th. If you do not have that many voids, or you're not going to be able to save up enough by then, you can, of course, stockpile fragments. That can help. You can stockpile some of these fusions. That can help as well. All that sort of stuff, you know. If you pull some of these void rares and you're able to fuse up Broadmaw, that's an extra, what is it, 350 points, which is a pretty big deal. Like, that's going to save you. 350 points is approximately 3 voids worth an average in void in a void 2x event. Slightly more than it's like 3.5 voids, something like that. Pretty decent. So that's definitely interesting. It's something for you to prepare for. But yeah, I think this is what we're expecting. They've been pretty rubbish, honestly, recently. 6 sacreds for Summon Rush is what I would advise. This has gone up. I think previously, I remember recommending people to have 4, maybe 5. Now it's definitely gone up. I'd highly be recommending at least 6. So I would not be pulling. If I was not able to guarantee 30 void, this is the minimum. 30 voids, 6 sacreds, and 1,000 gems for energy. That's what I'd be aiming for to go into this fusion. But I would preferably want more. Like, if I could have 40 voids, I'd feel much more confident. If I could have like 8 sacreds, I'd feel maybe even 10 sacreds, I'd feel a lot more confident. 2,000 gems, I'd feel a lot more confident, right? All that stuff has a pretty big impact. Now, to help you out with this giveaway, I mentioned 5 winners that are going to get 540 gems, 1 void shard, and 1 epic tome each. It's not much, but it will help you get, it's like half the gems you need for the fusion. 1 of the void shards of the 30 you need. I mean, it's a drop in the bucket, but hey, buckets are made out of drops. So yeah, and then epic tome is always nice to have. So yeah, like if you want to participate, put it in the comment down below. Do you think there will be a void guaranteed champion soon? And if so, who will it be? And how many void shards do you think they will charge for it? So not how many you want them to charge, but how many you think realistically Plarium will charge. So yeah, go into the comments, and you have to include your number, right? So include this number. You can just copy and paste it from in-game. That works just fine. Into your comment, tell me yes or no. Do you think there's going to be a void legendary? If no, that's it. So I guess that's an easy, quick way to enter. But if yes, tell me who you think they'll do and how many shards they will go for. So yeah, and then I'll pick 5 winners at random, and that stuff should be out to you probably, usually I'd say by the end of the week. Plarium will send it on. Reason I need the number, by the way, is because that's what I send on to Plarium. I say, hey, these are the 5 winners, and they send the rewards to the numbers that are given, which is the only thing, by the way, numbers can be used for, is to send rewards to accounts. But yeah, this is how it is looking. The next fusion, likely either 31st of August or 1st of September kicking off. I think it's pretty likely that we should hear about it soon. Like, if we have not heard about it by this weekend, I'd say it could be pushed out a week, but I really do expect it probably to be, we hear the news probably tomorrow on what the next fusion is going to be. And I think they're just trying to like really blast us with tons of events, tying in with Sun Wukong, right? New login legendary champion, Sun Wukong Chase. It is here. Bam, get loads of new players in. It's like, yeah, Summon Pool is in there. We've got crazy 10x events at the same time. We're going to have every summoning event for 2x this weekend. Into a CBC, you're getting the champion, into a cool new fusion. Bam, 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 bam. Maybe, like I said, a guaranteed void legendary. Maybe here, something like that, you know? Just bam, bam, bam. Hit you with all the stuff. Get that money in for the end of the financial quarter. Or the fiscal quarter, I should say. But look, there we are. Yeah, that's it, guys. Good luck in the giveaway. Let me know if you have any other tips here as well, things to watch out for. This is, obviously, it's not set in stone by any means. These are my predictions based off of how things have gone. But yeah, it should hopefully be helpful for you and give you an idea and, you know, help you be sensible with your shards over the weekend when all these events are on. I'll see you all next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.